In this video we are going to be looking at interior and exterior angles and the angle between a tangent and radius of a circle. Our first learning objective is to know the difference in properties between an interior and exterior angle. The second learning objective is to look at the angle between a tangent and the radius of a circle. Finally, our third learning objective is to complete some real GCSE questions. Step 1. Learn the vocabulary associated with today's lesson. Step 2. Look at the angles in a polygon. Step 3. Look at the tangents of circles. Finally, Step 4. Solve real GCSE questions. Interior angles. The inner of two angles formed where two sides of a polygon come together. Exterior angles. The exterior angle is the angle between any side of a shape and a line extended from the next side. Tangent. The tangent line to a plane curve at a given point is the straight line that just touches the curve at that point. All the angles that you see here are called interior angles because they're on the inside of the shape. You can see that in the quadrilateral the angles are not the same size. However, in the pentagon the interior angles are all the same because the shape is regular. Here we have extended the lines of the sides of the shape. This gives us the exterior angles. Again, you can see that in the quadrilateral the angles are not the same size. But with the pentagon, the exterior angles are all the same size because the shape is regular. If we take a look at this triangle and extend the lines, we can find three corresponding exterior angles, X, Y and Z. Now take away the triangle and the lines. Here we have only the angles X, Y and Z. You can see that when we put these angles together, they form a circle. This is true for all exterior angles of any polygon. In this example, we need to calculate the size of each exterior angle and calculate the size of each interior angle. The question tells us that it is a regular polygon. So that means that all the interior angles are the same size and all the exterior angles are the same size. There are 6 exterior angles and the sum of these angles is 360 degrees. Because this is a regular polygon, we should be able to just divide 360 by 6 to give us the answer, 60 degrees. To calculate angle E, all we have to do is subtract the 60 degrees from the 180 to give us our answer, 120 degrees. In this example, we have an irregular pentagon. We need to calculate the size of the missing angles A and B. When we take a look at this shape, we can see that there are 5 exterior angles, and we also know that the sum of all the exterior angles must be 360 degrees. So to calculate angle B, all we do is add up the angles that we do know and subtract them from 360 degrees. This gives us our answer, 97 degrees. So angle B is 97 degrees. To calculate the missing angle A, we know that there are 180 degrees on a straight line, and as we already know the value of angle B, we can simply subtract it from 180 to give us our answer. Angle A is 83 degrees. Take a look at this diagram. If we draw a triangle inside a circle by drawing through the diameter and choosing any point on the circumference, we will always end up with a right-angled triangle. In this example, you can see the angle ACB is 90 degrees. Another interesting property of circles is if we draw a line from the center of a circle and then draw a straight line where the line meets the circumference, where the two lines meet, you will always see a 90-degree angle. So in this example, angle OBC is 90 degrees. Another interesting thing about circles is that when you draw two radii and their tangents, the two angles always add up to 180 degrees. You can see in this example here, the angle in the centre of the circle is 120 degrees. So the missing angle x must be 180 degrees minus 120 degrees, which gives us 60 degrees. In this example, we need to find the missing angle x. We know that the angle at point B must be 90 degrees, and we know that the total of the angles inside a triangle is 180 degrees. So, all we have to do is subtract the angles that we know from 180 degrees. This gives us the answer x equals 37 degrees. In this example, we need to calculate the angle x. We know that if we add all the angles together, the sum of the angles is 180 degrees. We also know that at point B there is a 90 degree angle. So let's add up 90 degrees plus x plus 16. This gives us 2x plus 106 equals 180 in degrees. Now rearrange and we get 2x equals 74. All we have to do now is divide by 2 to find the value of 1x. And the answer is 37 degrees. Here is a real GCSE question. The question asks, what is the size of angle C? Well, what do we know? Well, we know that angle ABC must equal 90 degrees. We also know that the total of angles in a triangle comes to 180 degrees. So this means that angle ACB must be 180 minus 90 minus 63 degrees. This gives us our answer of 27 degrees. Angle BCD lies on the straight line, and we already know that the other angle is 27 degrees. So angle BCD must be 180 minus 27, which gives us 153 degrees. In this question, we are asked to find the size of angle V. Well, what do we know? Well, we do know that angles in a quadrilateral add up to 360 degrees. We also know that the total of angles in a straight line is 180 degrees. So the angle along the straight line must be 180 degrees minus 155 degrees, which gives us the answer 25 degrees. To complete the question and find the missing angle V, all we have to do now is subtract the angles that we know from 360. So angle V must be 360 minus 236, which gives us the answer 124 degrees. In our final GCSE question, the question asks, what is the size of angles W and X? Well, what do we know? Triangles with two sides the same are called isosceles triangles. This means that the two angles at the bottom of the triangle must be the same size. We also know that the total of angles in a triangle adds up to 180 degrees. So, angle W must be 180 degrees minus the 44 degrees and then divided by 2. This gives us the answer 68 degrees. To find angle X, we know that the total angles in a circle add up to 360. So angle X must be 360 minus 165 and minus 68. This gives us the answer 127 degrees. Thanks for watching, and remember that there are lots more videos just like this one on Mr. Gregory Online.